Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sun, Moon, and Stars Tarot 1111. I am here to do a full moon spread. Check in with the full moon energy, see what's going on. As you can see, I am cleansing the air with some Palo Santo. I like sage too, but sometimes it makes me choke. Then I'll choke the whole reading, so we'll just use Palo Santo. It's a little safer on my lungs. So, while we're doing this, let's go into the spiritual meaning of the January's wolf moon. So, the full moon takes place on, I believe it's the 17th. Doesn't say here. Yes, the 17th. Full moon takes place on the 17th. Okay? And yeah, it's called the wolf moon. Oh! So yeah, on the wolf moon, we're all gonna be like, oh, that's hilarious. Anyway, I had to throw that in as I'm looking at a picture of a wolf. I'm like, oh. Anyway, so with the new year comes a fresh start. Of course, a brand new batch of astrological drama too. And as the first full moon of the year, the January 2022 full moon, aka the wolf moon, isn't wasting any time putting us in our fields. Rising on January 17th, this lunation asking us to face our deepest feelings and fears. And the spiritual meaning of the wolf moon is about stepping up as fierce protector and nurturer in our own lives. All right. I don't know if this has anything to do with this reading that's about to happen, but I need to talk about it. So, usually when I'm like in my shower, it's like my meditation, so in place of peace for some reason. So as I was in my shower, I was listening to something, and I feel like for a lot of you out there, you may be going through a rough time. Like, I feel like a lot of emotional fluctuation. Like, one day you're happy, one day you're sad, one day you're crying, one day you're glad. And it's like, I feel like a lot of it has to do with not being able to see anything, any like forward movement in your life. Like, you still feel like a sense of stagnancy. And you may feel like things that you're doing or trying to create is not really happening for you. Or if it is happening, it's like happening really slow. And it's like that impatience is starting to make you fear like something is not going to happen, or it's not achievable, or it's not attainable. But I'm here to tell you that it is. And I'm speaking for myself too, because we're human. We all go through this. Okay? And sometimes you just got to think of something to help you like keep that faith, faith and that trust that God, spirit, universe, whatever you call him, okay, you got to just know that he will deliver in divine time, in his time, okay, not our time, and not what we want, what we need, okay. He's going to deliver to us. So I feel like we're like right at the end. We're like right there where things are going to start changing. There's a few more things that need a little bit of cleaning up, a few more lessons that I don't want to say a few more lessons, just a few more things that just need to has to be really left behind coming into, this new year. So I wanted to tell you a little story, okay? And if you don't want to hear my story, feel free to fast forward to the reading. That's fine. I don't care. But for those who are watching, when I was a teenager, I was brought up Catholic school. I did 12 years of Catholic school, and I had a lot of faith. I knew a lot about God. I knew a lot about the Bible. I knew a lot about, a lot of spiritual things as a young child. Excuse me. So, there was one day that my mom, we used to have this bird. He was a cockatiel. There was one day that my mom she was left this bird by her sister, her only sister. Her sister went off to Vegas, and we remained in New York. And it was pretty much the piece of her sister that she had. She left her this cockatiel. It's a cockatiel, and his name was Pretty Boy. Now I think Pretty Boy was my soul animal. I saved this bird multiple times. There's so many stories I could tell you, so funny, but I don't want to take up the reading time. So this bird flew out the door one day. My mom was hysterically panicking, crying her ass off, and she's like, my bird, my bird, that was the only thing left of my sister I have. And I said, I looked at her like within 2 seconds. I was like, where's your faith? Where's your faith? I'm going to get that bird. Now, me and this bird was really close. We would whistle. We would do homework together. He sit on my head. He sit on my arm. We were always kissing. He was always like around me. And I swear, he was like my mate. I love that bird. So the bird flew out the door. He was like, my mom was cleaning. She opened the door. Bird liked to walk around, and he flew like literally out the door. And in the sky, like really high. And then there were other birds in the sky. Look, I'm looking outside my window. A bird just passed right by the window. So this bird flew in the sky so high, and he just kept going. Then a bunch of other birds started chasing him in the sky, and he was like flying for his life. So my grandmother happened to be with me that day, and my mom's old boyfriend. He was like a stepdad to us. We were really close. So me, him, and my grandma, we're walking around, and I have a high-pitched whistle that I do. And that's how the bird responds to me. So we just walked around the neighborhood and not too long, honestly, not too long. And he happened to be a few blocks down on top of a storage building. My grandmother spotted him. She says, oh, look, he's up there, in Spanish. Some of you don't speak Spanish, so I'm saying English. So we go up to the storage, and we asked the maintenance guy if he could let us up to get my bird up on top of the roof. And he was like, oh, I won't go up there, but you want to go, you can go. So I had flip-flops on. I had pajamas on, and I climbed the billboard literally with flip-flops. I won't do that shit today. I wish I had that mindset still of fearlessness. But you get older, so you start getting scared of things. At that age, I was fearless. So I climbed the billboard, and he was sitting up there, picking his ass, picking his feathers. He was so nervous. And I said, Pretty Boy, I said, you better get over here. Stop picking your ass, or I'm going to kick your ass. I told him to stop picking his ass, or I'm gonna kick your ass, and get over here and get on my finger now. He walked right over. He climbed right on my finger, and this is on top of the billboard, mind you, on top of a storage building. Okay, I took him in one hand, and I climbed down that billboard with one hand. Okay, and the bird in the other, and I brought that bird home. My mother could not believe it. And you know why? I went at it with lots of faith, fearlessness. I wasn't afraid. I knew I would get that bird back. And because I was so faithful, look, there's a whole crap load of birds flying in front of my window right now, and like a fleet of them. See? That's spirit talking. And I just hope, and I never look out the window when I do readings. It's just that I'm focused and thinking. So when I brought that bird back, I told my mom, I said, I told you have some faith. And that's all it takes. You just got to have faith. You got to believe. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. Don't give up before the finish line. Don't give up before the finish line. It's like you're right there. I know a lot of us, we're not seeing things the way exactly we want it, but it's going to happen. Like things are like aligning. And the way it's going to happen, you'll understand later when it happens. Like Spirit's telling me to remind you that when it happens, you'll understand why you had to wait. Why you had to go through the things you went through. It's all going to start coming to you and making sense. Okay? I hope you like that story. I have so many other stories about that bird. Oh my God. I even gave that bird CPR one time. But anyway, that's going to make me cry, so I'm not going to talk about that. So let's get started. Let's clear this energy, Holy Spirit, archangels, and spirit guides. Please use me as a vessel. Please use me as a channel. Please help me to channel messages. What is it that Spirit has for us, for the collective? What is it that we need to know right now during this full moon on January 17th, this wolf moon? Thank you. Okay, so let's get started. Let's pull some miracle. If you want to see the cards I'm using, I don't know, there's so much light going on in here. We got Moonology, Queen of the Moon, Miracles Now, The Universe Has Your Back, The Good Tarot. So anything you want to know, you can always message me and I'll give you the information on the cards. If I went too fast or you can't see. Most of these things I get on Amazon, so. Holy Spirit, archangels, and spirit guides, messages for the collective. That was a good story, though. Every time I feel like I'm losing faith and I want to give up, I know I can't. I don't think Spirit would let me give up. It would haunt me. It would, like, literally keep nudging at me to go back. I could never give up. Something wanted to come out. I could never give up. It's like once you're in this game, you can't go back as much as you want to. At the bottom of the deck, we have true abundance is an inside job. So abundance starts from within. And once you realize that is when you start seeing abundance without. So it's almost like when they say, peace is in my pulse. Yeah, I have a lot of peace today. No children. You can see that. Peace. So yeah, it's like they say, your outer life is a representation of your inner life. So you want to start abundance from within so that you can see it on the outside as well. Let's see what we got here. So we have, when in doubt, I play it out. When in doubt, I play it out. So again, this is about, having faith, not being doubtful, being hopeful, remaining in your now, seeing your now, and keep doing whatever it is you're doing and knowing that it's going to happen for you. I don't need to find my purpose will find me. Maybe some of you out there still don't know what your purpose is, and you're still trying to find out what direction to go in. Maybe some of you do know what your purpose is, or maybe you may have multiple purposes in this lifetime. I feel like some of us may have a double, triple journey. You may start out doing one thing, and it may turn out to be a whole lot of things. Like, don't limit your abundance, don't limit your purpose, don't limit what Spirit has in your life. Well, if you see me, this big pink thing is my robe. It's nice and cozy. I got my coffee. My little one is with Grandpa and Grandma. So I am living the life right now. If any of you are mothers out there, peace is like, and quiet time is like necessary. It's a requirement for mothers. Alright, so I'm plop this somewhere. Okay, let's go into the universe has your back. So universe, how do you have our back today? Give me some messages for the collective, Holy Spirit. That really is a good story. I had to tell it. I reminded my mom today because she's not feeling well. She may have to get surgery. And I know when you get to a certain age and things feel like they're not doing well, especially when it comes to your health. Like when your health is not well, it's puts a toll on your body, your mind, your mental, because you feel like you can't really restore yourself at that age. It's not like when you're young, you get a little cold and it goes away. So it's tough what she's going through, but you still, Spirit, this is just way too much. I'm just going to take the top one, but take it all. This is way too much. I'm sorry. Well, we'll take this one. Happiness is my birthright. So Spirit is saying you deserve to be happy. You don't have to be sad. You don't some people out there may tell you you don't deserve this, or you're not doing this right, or you're not doing that right, and you're never gonna achieve this, and you're never gonna achieve that. No, Spirit is saying, don't listen to those people. Don't listen to things around you that feel you makes you feel like you don't deserve to be happy, or you feel like, oh, just got it. You feel like because things aren't happening when you want it, how you see it happening, you feel like you're never gonna be happy, or you don't deserve to be happy, or like not the spirit is necessarily coming for you, but you feel like everyone else and everything around you gets to be happy and they get to enjoy life, and you feel like almost like I'm hearing like forgotten. The spirit is saying no, happiness is your birthright. Okay, you're probably just going through some things, some lessons that you're learning, and once you pass, get through that, you put that hard work in, you're gonna see that happiness you're searching for. Come on, spirit, one card. It's not every time I get these decks that are like really thick, they're really hard to like get something out of. Okay, I'm gonna do a 4-time shuffle and pull the top card. I can't do this. 3. Last one flips out. 4. On 4, take the top card. I'm not sure why I took 4. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. And you gotta look, it's funny because it's got moons on this card. It says, I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. So like I was just saying, there's some lessons that you're going through that they've been hard, the things that we need to learn, the lessons, it's all a part of our growth. It's all a part of the journey. It's very uncomfortable. It's because like you're going within and you're going into your inner self, things that you have hidden, and you're bringing them to the surface so that you can heal certain things about yourself that you didn't even know was an issue. Like there's certain things within you that create certain patterns in your life because they're left unhealed, and it is very uncomfortable to go back and observe and go within and try to figure out what is it inside of you is causing your life to be in turmoil, or the things around you to be not satisfying, or not like whatever, like when it comes to like relationships or jobs or whatever it is, it's like you feel like everything around you is never, you could never be happy, or it never goes the way you want it to go. And it's because there's and it's like a repetitive cycle that just keeps happening. Like every relationship, you seem to like have, like maybe you have a partner who's very disconnected, or maybe you always got a partner who's not available emotionally, or you have a partner that's not really available, they're taken by someone else, or someone else is always in the mix, or something like that. Or financially, you feel like you never could get a breakthrough, and it's because there's something inside you, okay, that keeps attracting these kind of things into your life that needs to be worked on. So yes, that could be very, very uncomfortable to bring to the surface things that have been buried, since a lot of them since childhood been buried, and you didn't realize it. You just carried it throughout your life into one relationship, into another, and it kind of threw you off track to the abundance that's very hard for you. But once you get past this, just know there's abundance on its way. We did see abundance, didn't we? True abundance is an inside job. You see what I mean? That was the card I showed you before. Look, sometimes it's nice to have it. True abundance is an inside job. Like I just said, there's something within yourself, okay, that needs to be healed, that needs to be cleansed out. And yes, it is uncomfortable. It's very discomforting, but it's a part of your growth, and you'll be thankful for that uncomfortableness later, that discomfort that they speak of. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. Yes, I agree with that. Okay, so yes, when you're in a very happy state, and you're not in fear and you're not in worry. Like, I feel like a lot of things happen faster for you. I told my mom something too this morning about not, I know it was hard because she wasn't feeling well, but there's a, it's all about changing your mindset and how you think and how you see things. And it's like simply like just enjoying life, just having fun, dancing, singing, doing things that spirit put you here to do. And you're, like it says here, happiness is your birthright. You weren't put on this earth to be miserable. You weren't put on this earth to cry. You weren't put on this earth to like always be unhappy. You know what I'm saying? And the saying, the minute that you start appreciating life, I just heard have an attitude of gratitude, which I also spoke on this morning. Okay, have an attitude of gratitude, and that's when you'll start seeing things like happen faster for you. But if you stay in that mindset of discontent, of unhappiness, of misery, of seeing no way out and having very little faith, you won't see this really happen for you. You'll start seeing it move. If you feel stagnancy, you'll start seeing it move when you start really just enjoying your life just the way it is. Okay, so like I said, it all starts inside of you. Okay, your abundance, your manifestations, it all starts with you, changing that part of you. Okay, that I don't want to say that. No, I'm not gonna say it, spirit. When in doubt, I play it out. So it's like, have fun, enjoy life. When you feel doubtful, just keep playing, keep having fun, keep doing. Like me, if I'm doing tarot, this is not a job. This is fun. I love doing this. I love helping other people, and it also helps me too because I get a lot of messages out of my own readings. When I go back and listen to them, I'm like, wow, I didn't even realize I said that. Because when you read and you channel, you go kind of into a trance where you don't remember everything you say. It just keeps like spitting out your mouth, and you're like, it's not even your words sometimes. There's things that you say that's not even things you would normally say. So it's not coming from you is what I'm saying. So yes, when in doubt, play it out. Have fun. I also thought this morning about, I gotta do it. I have to do it. Creating a God box. Some people don't like to write. I'm not much of a writer. I will journal and stuff sometimes, but I hate writing. I prefer to type. But here's a little easier way to do it. Just get a box. If you want to decorate it. Write down, and anytime you come across a worry or any negative thing in your head that you want to see something positive come out of it, write it down. Your worries, put it in that box. Okay, but once you put it on that box, you can't worry about it anymore. If you're feeling sad or you're worried about your health, say, Spirit, thank you for my good health. Put it in the box. But watch how you say it. I need to buy a wardrobe for my child for the spring or the summertime, and my finances are a little tight. Spirit, God, thank you for the finances for my children's clothing for the summertime. Put it in the box. Keep it positive all times. And just keep putting your thoughts in the box. Take all the negative ones out and leave it in that box, and know that that whole box Spirit is attending to. Behind the scenes, you don't see it, but it will happen, and He will provide. Okay? Woo, let's go on. No more of those. So, yeah. I think it's a lot of mindset thinking. Let's go on to Queen of the Moon. Messages. Oh, here we go again. Oh, what? Number 29. 9, 10, 11. You know that's a spiritual number. Look at 92. Oh, Wolf Moon. Hunger. And what are we in? The Wolf Moon. Wow. Okay, so we already know. Listen, I pull my Moonology cards every moon. I've never landed on the exact moon that we're in. So, This means something major, major changes. Something is going to be like an outcry, a change, I feel a lot of like emotions, a lot of emotions. It's like, you see him? He's like, almost like, to me, he's like letting his voice out. He's like letting everything out. Everything what, when he howls, it's almost like he's making himself known. He's letting everything out. He's releasing. He's definitely got his throat chakra open. Like, he's like, it's like a cry of the night. I'm hearing like a cry of the night. Like, you're crying everything out. You're letting everything out. You're releasing whatever needs to go. You're like, I've had enough. I'm sick of this shit. This is it. Spirit, I'm ready for my blessings. I'm releasing anything or whatever that's been hindering me, whatever's been holding me back. My own negative mindset of thinking that's been holding me into toxic things that don't belong around me. I'm letting them go now. If you want to howl at this moment, howl. I keep feeling the urge to like howl. Oh, yeah. That is so cool. We got the wolf moon on the wolf moon. Say no more. What's on the bottom here? Wait. Will. Waxing gibbous moon. 13. Will. You know what I kind of got out of this? It's like written in your will. It's written in the stars. Like, you see the moon, the stars, everything around her? Like, this is your destiny. It was written in the stars. Whatever it is that you're waiting for. I've never seen this card. Yeah, and it's time to take action. After you release, it's time to take action. Like, I feel like whatever this is that you've been waiting for, or some blessings, or some gifts, or some kind of change that changes everything in your life. It changes your family's life, your family's it's almost like you're gonna be the one that's going to break generational, like, I don't want to say curses, but generational karma. Okay, you're gonna be the one. It's written in the stars for you, the viewer, whoever's watching this channel. You're the one that's gonna break that cycle of whatever's been going on in your family. Like, maybe I feel like a lot of you have family that's like dysfunctional. I hate to say it like that, but we all been there, so let's not be ashamed. Yeah, like, you're gonna be the one to change the cycle of things, of karma that has been haunting your family and your siblings and, just everyone around you. Broken homes. I'm hearing broken homes, some of you. All right, so let's see this moon. 29, wolf moon. And that's what we are, the wolf moon. That's awesome. That was cool. Hunger. Oh, like, you hungry for something. You're like, Spirit, that's it. I'm releasing everything because I'm really hungry for whatever it is I've been manifesting. I'm hungry for a better life. I'm hungry for a new start. I'm hungry. I want this really bad. And I'm ready and able to release anything that I know Spirit doesn't want in my life. I'm ready to let that shit go. It says, feed the good and hope within you. There will always be a lean part of the cycle. Prosperity will come. Do not let your hunger blindly dictate your actions entirely. So what it's saying here is like, that's kind of like ego a little bit. Don't let your ego blind you. Don't be so, I just want the money. I want the fame. I want the, I just want it all. That's a little bit selfish, little ego. So Spirit's like, kind of watch that. I recognize all that I hunger for. An old wise Cherokee of the First Nation is speaking to his grandson about life. The young boy asks his grandfather, "It is said, grandfather, that everyone has two wolves within them. The first wolf gives darkness, despair, and hate, and jealousy, and sorrow. The second wolf gives light and hope and hopefulness. The second wolf gives light and hope, helpfulness, and kindness. Yet, grandfather, I feel them fighting within me. What can I do?" So it's like just saying your light, your dark, and your shadow side. So it's like that ego always trying to creep in, which is your dark side, always in battle with your light. But you need your dark to get to your light. Just know that. You need to honor your dark side as much as your light side, My small son, these two wolves will always fight, and they will fight within each person. You are no different, said the grandfather. But said the boy, Grandfather, which wolf will win? And the grandfather answers, whichever wolf you feed. Well, this is important, okay? Whichever wolf you feed. So you have the wolf of despair and darkness, and then you have the wolf of light that are always fighting with inside you. Which one are you gonna feed? Are you gonna feed the light, or are you gonna feed that ego? Is basically what it's saying. So the one that wins with inside of you is the one you feed the most. So if, let's say, you have a negative mindset all the time, that it's a really hard thing to break. Like, you're always like, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I can't achieve this. Oh, I can. You're feeding that. You just fed that. Okay? And it's saying, don't feed that. Feed the other side. Oh, I'm hopeful. Oh, I have faith. Oh, I can achieve this goal. I have a goal in mind, and I know I can get there. I'm gonna get there. I have a lot of faith. I have a lot of I have a lot of people on my side. I have a lot of I have spirit on my side. I have everything that just So I'm stuttering a little bit, but it's like feed good info, good things to your mind, not these negative things that's what keeps you stuck. So if your life is feeling the way it's feeling, that's why, because it all starts within yourself. How do you feel inside about yourself? Look at how you see yourself. We must be careful about what we nourish and feed within us. Look, I just said that. I just said that. We must be careful about what we nourish and feed within us. If we give abundance to the aspects of the self that can harm others and ourselves, then we cannot truly thrive. Having no limitations upon these behaviors and patterns hurts us and starves the higher and finer parts of ourselves. That will bring us more happiness. Sorry, I didn't know I read that all off. Having no limitations upon these behaviors and patterns hurts us and starves the higher and finer parts of ourselves that will bring us more happiness. The ripple that happiness to others is part of why we are on the planet as humans. We must also recognize that in life, just because it is a cycle, there will always be a leaner. Hold on. I gotta shut my phone off. It won't stop. People are very persistent. That means there's a good message when someone interrupts. Yet we have built our resilience and self-trust for times like this. And we know we are both loved and protected. The cycle will soon turn to less shadow and more bounty. So soon, like it's saying, I gotta read this again. I'm sorry, that totally distracted me. We must also recognize that in life, just because it is a cycle, there will always be leaner, less abundant, or less bright times. So yeah, like there are going to be times that we're going to go through shit. There are going to be times, but it's all a part of our growth. It's all a part of the journey. Okay, and it's saying, yet we have built our resilience and self-trust for times like this. And but we're strong, like, because we go through these things, in our life. It builds us, it makes us stronger so that we can get through them. Okay, and it says, yet we have built our resilience and self-trust for times like this, and we know we are both loved and protected. So it's just saying, like, know that Spirit is doing this for your own benefit. You are protected. You are being guided. The cycle will soon turn less shadow, more bounty. So you're gonna see more bounty, meaning like there will be more happy times and more abundance that comes to you. It's not always gonna be shadow. You're not always gonna be in the shadow. That's temporary. Like, you go through the shadow just to learn something, to learn the lessons, and that's when you move forward. And then, like I said, you're not always gonna be in that state of misery. Your life is not always gonna be miserable. So stop feeding and telling yourself that my life is always gonna be this way, because it's not, unless you keep it that way with that mindset. Look, 13 for me is like death, transformation. And like I said, just looking at this card, I feel like whatever's going on in your life, It was meant to happen. It was your destiny. It was your what's the word? It was written in the stars for you. Okay? This is part of your life plan. Let's see what this is about. I want to read this one, 13. So there's definitely some sort of transformation because I'm picking up on the number 13. And for me, I read tarot. That's about, look, and look, you got 15. Action. 15 also could be, I don't pick that up in this card though. No, shut up. 13, yeah, definitely some transformation going on here. Decisions require action, and because whatever decision you're making now, it's time to take action in a new direction, doing something, okay? Decisions require action. You are in control of your own decisions and life, no one else's. Passion and will determine a great proportion of your success. You will persist. You possess free will, which means you should focus on yourself first and avoid placing your will over another's. Like it's saying, work on you first. Work on yourself. Focus on yourself. Let everyone else around you do their own healing work. It is not your job to do people's healing work. That is something that needs to come from within them on their time, and Spirit will work with them. This is not your job. You can give guidance, like what I'm doing here is giving guidance for people who want it. You know, not everybody wants guidance. You just can't come into people's life and try to fix them to make them fit your life in the way you want them to be, to make you happy. It doesn't work that way. Everyone has free will. I have the will to make changes I need. Will feels like a very old-fashioned concept. In a modern world where it seems like everything is geared up to be as easy as possible, or there is always someone else to blame, the idea of placing our personal will persistently into something seems quaint. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. There's so much noise outside of me. Will feels like a very old-fashioned concept. In a modern world, it seems like everything is geared up to be as easy as possible. There is always someone else to blame. The idea of placing our personal will persistently into something seems quaint. So you can't blame people when things go wrong in your life. I just keep seeing birds by the window. You can't keep blame, like you can't put the blame. You know, your life is what you made of it. You can't control someone else's actions. You can only control yourself. So let's say, let me give you an example. Let's say someone, oh God, the noise behind me. Let's say someone comes in your life and you know they're involved with someone else, but you think you can change the fact that they're involved with someone else and they'll come to you. Like you're already accepting something that you know you should not. You know, you should never be in a third party situation knowingly and still stay there because you think you can change something, or you know you think you can like have that person to yourself and they'll leave the other person, or you know in general you shouldn't just stay in a situation and think that and just accept it, you know, because the more you accept things that you know are not for your life, the more harm and damage you're causing onto your own life. So you can't blame that person for who they are. You know, they're their own person. You can't change them, but you can blame yourself because you put yourself in that situation. You stayed in it and you allowed it. Okay, so maybe part of your lesson is to stop allowing things that come into your life that are no good for you, and you know have higher standards, more boundaries, and just love yourself more to know what you deserve and what you don't deserve. Okay, and don't go through life fear of being alone, of not, you know, having love in your life, or not having, you know, things in your life that you deserve, because like the card said over here, where is it? Happiness is my birthright. You know, happiness is your birthright. So that's funny because this says take action, and at the bottom of the deck we have the word action, and it's talking about taking action. When we decide we're going to change something in our lives, let's say particularly a negative pattern or bad habit, breaking the old way we do things can be difficult. The change requires a concentration of our will. We may want the change, but it is our will that we may want the change, but it is our will that insists we stay on the path to that change. To be willful means to have the power of control over our actions, and that what fires up the persistence we need to get what we want. So we need to have control over our actions. I'm sorry, I'm just rereading. There's so much noise around me. I'm so sorry. Contrary to popular belief in witchcraft traditions, practitioners do not interfere with another's free will. This means we do not cast spells upon people to influence their behavior. How we do get what we want instead. We cast on ourselves in line with our will. Focusing, listen, this is strong. How do we get what we want instead? Instead of trying to cast spells on other people and infringe on their free will, which will never last anyway, it says, how can you get what we want instead? It says we cast on ourselves in line with our will, focusing carefully on what we would like in our lives instead. For example, instead of casting a spell or get back our ex-boyfriend who doesn't want us by influencing his will to love us again, we more ethically cast upon ourselves for our ideal partner. This way we don't interfere with his free will, and if the ex is our ideal partner, he will return to us freely. If not, we have attracted someone new and better for us. Either way, it's a win-win. To use our will productively, we should access what we really want and make sure that this is what we want to reach for. Companion stone, hematite. I didn't say the other companion stone. So that one has a companion stone, a hematite, for some of you who actually care. I mean, I care, but companion stone is Amazonite. Hello, Wolf Moon. In case some of you are stone collectors, All right, so that was it. Yeah, so I mean, you focus. It's basically saying, don't focus or try to change another person to meet your will, your standard. It's saying, instead of trying to cast spells, not that we all go out there and do that, but sometimes our thoughts are, believe it or not, powerful. They're powerful. It's called evil eye. Sometimes it's saying maybe we should start asking the universe. Okay, let's say you break up with a person, guy, girl. Okay, and that person didn't make you happy. Instead of trying to do things to manipulate them into making you happy and doing things the way you want them, which is also called controlling, it's saying, why don't you start casting out spells and manifestations and putting word out there to spirit that, to send you the partner who's ideal for you. Send me who's ideal for me. Put in my life what's ideal for me. Send me someone who's spiritual. Send me someone who's in alignment. Send me someone who is in the same energy as me, wanting the same things. Send me someone that I can coexist with, someone I can grow with, someone I can build an empire with, someone I can build a legacy with, someone who will accept me and my children because I'm a single mom. I'm giving you an example, or a single dad, someone who will accept my children. There's some dads out there that have children too. So a woman who will be kind to my children and she'll accept my children as her own. Those are instead of manifesting the ex-partner back in, manifest what's good for you in. And if that partner returns and they return good, it's saying that their spirit is returning them after some time of working with that person to meet you halfway, meet you where you're at. If not, spirit will send you someone else. So don't put all your energy into one person. You know what I mean? Put it into what it is you want. And be clear to like I'm saying now, be clear. Spirit wants you to be clear. Make a decision. What do you want? Do you want to keep manifesting the person that pissed you off, who hurt you, that cheated on you, that stole from you, or whatever they did to you? Or do you want to put a request out to spirit, demanding not demanding, but telling him, this is what I want in my life. Not that energy. Bring me what's good for my life. Bring me the person you feel will make me the happiest. I think I just put out a manifestation. So if I find the one tomorrow, I'll let y'all know. Because the way I'm saying it, spirit's hearing it. And I really was saying it from the heart too. Right? Let's see. Let's keep going. Moonology. One more, spirit. He's calling me to this one. Be bold and make the first move. What's this about? One more, spirit. Sorry, I have like a little cold, so you hear me stuffing up. I knew it. I knew this was going to come out. I was reading one of the cards, and I had a visual of the strength card in my head. And this reminds me of the strength card, the Leo card. If you know tarot, I should have said it when I saw it. Adjustments are required. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Be bold and make the first move. Don't let pride get in your way. I told you, don't make decisions on the ego. Don't feed that dark side, is saying. Full moon in Leo. Have you been letting your pride become an obstacle? Is the question you're asking based on your ego, or is it from your heart? Leo energy is all about the heart. Thinking of the big-hearted king of the jungle, the lion. Its energy is magnificent. But when it's combined with the rush of the full moon, it can become over the top. This card may have come to you because you need to end a deadlock that has developed. More love and thoughts for the greater good are the solution to this dilemma. If you've not been doing this as you would be done by lately, this is the time to find balance between your needs and the needs of the people around you. This will help all your relationships. It's like almost like be the bigger person. Don't go tit for tat. Don't try to hurt somebody who hurt you. Like take a step back, relax, take a deep breath, approach things like a little differently. Be bold. Make the first move. Self-esteem is good. Vanity is not. Everyone is equally important. Creative urges should be followed. Works of magic. A friendship may be ending now. Attuned to the moon. Be magnificent without being plain. Be magnificent without being plain too much. The teaching. When the full moon comes into Leo, it can be a wonderfully bright time where people feel more confident to show the world their talents and assets. That's the upside of this lunation and the card. No matter when you pull it, however, take note that the Leo full moon combination creates a sort of tension between your needs and the needs of people in your networks. Leo full moon is a time to release pride. Yeah, it's also ending your friendships. But it's how you do it, you know? Sorry, whoever takes no full moon combination creates a sort of tension between your needs and the needs. It's like a struggle with the ego between you and another partner. It's saying don't do that. Don't let that get in your way. Sometimes you just gotta release. Sometimes you gotta just release things and walk away. And you don't always have to win. You don't always have to win every battle. You can choose to leave that battle and walk away from it. And that is what you call winning. And that's not ego. Be bold, make the first move. Cardinal moon. Hold on, I gotta look that one up. Cardinal moon. I wish they would put numbers on these things. 104. It's so much easier when they put numbers and then the order of the book. Oh, this is a special moon. I still can't believe we got the wolf moon and this is what we're in. Be bold and make the first move. Now's the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands. Cardinal signs are powerful, self-starting, they're determined and great at organizing. Drawing this card strongly suggests that you're going to need to be all those things to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're asking about. This card may challenge you on how strongly you feel you're really wanting something. If you're not worrying about a situation, it is a suggestion to be less passive. Instead, take assertive stance as you steer events when you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. If you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some way to step up as a leader. Tune to the moon. I am taking charge of my destiny. Additional meanings for this card. Be bold and follow your heart and your emotions. Avoid recklessness or moving too fast. Come into your power. The time for action is now. Ask Ganesha, the Hindu elephant god, for help. The teaching. In astrology, there are three quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Remember, each have all 12 signs in our chart. For different parts of our lives, it's just the way the astrological wheel works. These are the signs that like to get things started and which are the natural leaders. No matter when you draw this card, it is a sign that something new is starting and you and you quite possibly need to take the lead on it. I don't know what this is about. I feel like this is something career-wise, like something you need to take the leap. Or if it's a relationship and you're trying to heal something, it's saying instead of fighting back and forth, going tit for tat, it's saying like take the lead and try to heal the situation, but do it like from the heart. Don't do it from the ego. Otherwise, you'll be in a constant cycle of trying to find resolution with someone. So it's about, if you want something around you to change, it's like you have to change you first. All right, let's get into the good tarot. I'm gonna move these cards around. It's messy tarot time. That's my other stage name. We got Sun, Moon, and Stars Tarot 1111, and we got Messy Tarot 1111. Yeah. Messy Tarot 1111. That's right. All right, so where the heck is my deck? Could you believe I don't know where my deck is? Oh, it's behind me. All right, Holy Spirit. I didn't even get a full moon. Let me pause this real quick. Okay, guys, so I took a little mini pause for a second because I actually wanted to find I wanted to find a spread, and I was pre-shuffling while I was doing it. I wanted to find a full moon spread so we could get some direct questions of what to ask Spirit for this full moon. I like to usually use a spread when I'm doing full moon readings. We want to see where our energy's at, where we're at, what have we accomplished, where we're going. We want to make sure we're on track. On track. All right, let me cut the deck. And I have someone trying to block my reading, and I will block as needed. All right, so first question is, what have I created and manifested since the new moon? Because now we're in the full moon. What have you done? Where are we? Where is the collective? We got two cards. King of Air. All right, so you're on the throne. You're the king. You're cutting things out. You're being logical. Little less emotional, I think. You're being more logical about things and being a little less emotional. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. Well, it's not less emotional. Excuse me, because of the card that just came out. You have the Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups. So you have the Ace of Cups and you have the King of Air. Okay? So I have a few stories for this. All right, so it says, what have you created, manifested since the new moon? I feel like you found balance between your logic and your emotional. Like you've mastered this. You mastered how to balance your emotions and how to be more logical, but it's like an even a balance between the two. Now, if this is a relationship, there's someone from your past, someone who was a air sign or had a lot of air in their chart, okay? And what is it? Gemini, Aries, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. I didn't mean to say Aries. An air sign, or they have a lot of air in their chart, or they have, I don't like really calling signs, they have the characteristics of a King of Swords, okay? And it's saying this person, you have manifested this person back into your life, and I feel like there's a lot of love there. This person, maybe you wanted this person to show emotions, and now they're gonna come in doing that. Maybe you were wanting this from someone. Maybe this full moon is going to bring this out of this person. I feel like there was someone, I think I mentioned this earlier, maybe it's part of an example, that was emotionally blocked, is now gonna express themselves. They're gonna open up. They're gonna tell you their feelings. I feel like, but it's gonna be like pouring out of feelings. If not, this is you mastering your logic and your yin and your yang, your feminine and masculine side. Like you're finding balance between the two, which is very good for manifestation. Very good for getting messages from spirit when you have this balance in your life. I think more so other than that thing that I spoke about when it comes to relationship, you're finding balance. You have found complete balance, and love for yourself. You're cutting things out of your life. You're thinking logically, and you're focused on loving. And this don't always have to be a cup of love from someone else. This could be you overflowing with love for yourself, love for life, and putting your inner love for yourself first, putting your needs first, being logical about things, and just being in love with life. Or this could be also spirit, because aces are coming from spirit. There could be something that's coming into your life, okay? There's something that's coming into your life that's going to be so emotionally fulfilling, okay? And maybe it's because for some of you, cut something out. Maybe you had to cut something out. Maybe you had to become that King of Swords. Maybe you had to be more logical, mind over. I don't want to say mind over heart, because your heart always is the root. But your heart was guiding you to do what was best for you, to love yourself enough to have to walk away for cut something out. There's something you had to cut out. Okay, it doesn't always have to be people. It just could be your mindset or how you see things. Okay, so next question is, where is the collective now? Page of Earth. So it's like you're learning some new stuff. Page of Pentacles is Page of Earth. And that speaks about like it's almost like pages bring news, right? Page of Pentacles. I feel like there's something new starting for you, and some new opportunity, or something you may be studying. To me, the Page of Pentacles is always to me like a student. I see the Page of Pentacles. See, when you read tarot, whichever way you should know the basic meaning of cards, but how you feel about the card is how you feel about the card. So that's the message the card is bringing to you. Spirit is bringing to you. Okay? I don't know. Let me drink some of my coffee. Hold on, guys. Are some of you having throat chakra issues? This whole reading, I was gasping for air. Or having an anxiety. Are you having an anxiety? Lots of anxiety? I don't know. It's for somebody out there. You need to work on that. It's affecting me. All right. So, woof. The whole reading, I felt my throat locked up. Like there's something you got to say. You want to say. You need to just say it. Take the first move. Be bold, like that card said. Page of Earth. So this could be a message coming to you. This could actually be from an earth sign. This could be this could be something you're studying, something you're a new adventure, something that's gonna bring you. I feel like something that's gonna bring you abundance. Like you may be learning something, or you may be furthering your education on something. You may trying to get more information about how to do something. I think you're like in the beginning stages, because this is where am I now? So yeah, you're like in the beginning stages of something that I feel that is important to you. Hold on. Something that you feel like is important to you, that's going to bring you abundance, and you're trying to learn, like you're still like learning and learning, like you're wanting to learn more about it till you master it. Excuse me. I'm trying to see if I get anything else in this card. Hold on. It's like you're stepping into something new. You're learning something new. You're finding new ways to make a living. You're finding new ways to... Hold on. And it's almost like you're doing it... See, there's a young child there. You're doing it without... Remember what I was talking about earlier? When, as you get older, you start developing fears. So I feel like because this is a child, children, when they're young, they don't have that many experiences, so they're fearless all the time. You're going at something fearlessly. You're moving fearlessly. You have a lot of faith. You're going to have, this is where you are now. You have a lot of faith that whatever it is that you're working on or studying or learning, that it's gonna create something for you. Because look at that pentacle he has on that stick. He's moving in a new direction. He's definitely moving in a new direction. But it's like he's trying to find a different way of how he makes his money, his abundance. There's something that you're working on, something you're studying. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. It's just how the message is coming out. You're finding a new way of doing something, a new way of living life, a new way of, instead of some of you doing that 9 to 5, you're finding a new way to create for yourself, like there's unlimited possibilities, like almost like something that it seems too good to be true, you can make it happen. Like you're in the beginning stages of getting something started here. What is coming into the conscious, okay, what is coming into the collective's conscious awareness? Seven of Fire, Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're ready to take charge on something. Normally, I would say Seven of Wands. You're ready to fight, take charge, and go after something. It's like you'll do anything, whatever. I don't want to say whatever. Eight of Earth, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like, okay, consciousness. There's something, okay, you got the Eight of Earth in reverse, which is like the Eight of Pentacles. That's you working hard at something, mastering yourself. I feel like you're doing everything and anything possible because it's coming into the conscious awareness. Okay, something that needs to be brought out. There's something that you feel like you may have been blocking. Yeah, see a Five of Earth on the bottom, which is Five of Pentacles in reverse. You're starting to come out of that lack mentality, that lack of feeling left out in the cold, that hopelessness. You're doing everything and anything to defend yourself, defend your cause, defend what it is you're working towards. Okay, because I feel like you were blocking your own blessings, your own manifestation, something that you've been working at. You're delaying it yourself. There was a delay here. There was something you delayed here because of your own thinking, your own way of seeing things, or people around you getting in the way. There were some people or things that didn't belong in your energy. Because that's why you got the King of Swords here. You cut those things out. And you focused on your own internal love for yourself. There's something you cut out here. Okay? And it's like you're ready to take charge. You're ready to take action. A lot of the cards we're talking about. Look, action right in front of me. See? You're ready to create. Action, create, right underneath it. There's something you're ready to take action. You're ready to create. You felt there was a delay. So it's saying that's what's coming to the conscious awareness. There's something that you need to take action on because that horse takes action. See all the fire around him? That horse takes action. Okay, that horse will fight. That horse will defend itself. That horse will have proper boundaries. That horse will do everything and anything to move into the direction that he's being called to, because it was a delay with your manifestation that was in reverse. Something you're working on. Something you're working on hard. Something your own mindset. There needs to be a death of your old mindset. Let's see here. What is no longer serving you? What I just said. Your own mindset. I wouldn't be surprised if the 8 or 9 of Swords come out. Or that 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. 5 of Fire. See, I said 5. Didn't I just say 5? 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is about, doesn't look like that here, but I know that the 5 of Wands is about competition. The 5 of Wands is about constant arguing, constant drama, and I just heard the word peace, and I think I saw that somewhere. Something about, where did I see that? There you go. Peace. So, what is no longer serving you? What's no longer serving you is constantly fighting for your beliefs. Constantly arguing, constantly being around people who are dramatic, constantly being in your own inner mind battle. It's just constant drama, constant drama. Like, it doesn't help you, it doesn't serve you. So why stay around things, people, toxic things that create this drama in your life? It's time to find, as you see here, she has peace. Okay? Okay, Spirit is saying, start moving away from things that bring negative energy to you. Protect your energy. Okay, this no longer serves you. If someone constantly aggravates your life, or people or jobs or things, is saying, you have to make a decision, and you have to, not stay in places you don't belong because you're afraid to leave, or you're afraid to move, or you're afraid that there's not going to be another opportunity given to you by something or someone else better. Spirit is saying, get out of that drama, that whatever situation that you involve yourself in, or you somehow end up getting in, not even by fault, like you don't look for it, but people look for you. You got to learn when to say no, when to be in that King of Swords energy, when to cut things out that are not fulfilling you and making you emotionally happy, that don't fulfill your all. Like, it doesn't fulfill, it doesn't feel like your heart. It doesn't agree with your heart. It doesn't agree with what your heart wants for your life. It's saying, Spirit is saying, this is what's not working for you. That drama. It's time for you to find peace. Be like this woman in the picture. Find peace. See, there's so many things going on around her, but she's just in her own world, her own peace. So because the Five of Wands is about drama. It is about fighting. It is about battles, competition. And this could even be a battle within yourself. This is what's no longer serving you. How can you release and let go of these energies? Oh, that was quick. Is healing required? Still healing required. The Hermit, you got the Hermit card. The Hermit card. He came out in reverse. Okay? There's still some healing required here. You need to go back in. Like, hold on. Yeah. It's like you have to, when being alone is not a bad thing. Because when you are alone, okay, when you're in this hermit mode, it gives you time to go within, to reflect. You get enlightenment with this here. You see this light here? You have enlightenment on things. You can see things more clearly. You can see a different perspective. You can do a little bit of your own, a lot of your own inner work when you're in this mode of hermit, okay? And it's also about finding inner peace, trying to find peace within yourself, going into hermit mode. Yeah, so just taking time alone, taking time to recuperate, taking time to get enlightenment, taking time to meditate, find answers from spirit, getting enlightenment from spirit will help you to release this energy of fighting, drama, competition, tit for tat, trying to win at all costs, or trying to, I just saw the Five of Swords in my head, which is like trying to win at all costs, to defend yourself. Like, there's no need for that. If something is not for you in your life, then you just move away from it. Spirit saying you don't have to keep staying in these situations that are so dramatic and cause you so much drama to your life. Okay? And the way you can do that is by being alone, finding your own inner peace, seeking answers for spirit, going within, doing your meditation work. For some of you, if you meditate or like to meditate, I think everybody should. I'm talking to myself too. See how she's like in meditation mode, and saying you need to and then also sometimes you just got to give yourself more time. If you need more time to heal. Okay, this will help you to not be in this energy of having to fight all the time, because you get in this energy, it's hard to get out of it. You feel like you always got to fight, you always got to defend yourself, and you don't. All right, so let's see what additional resources are available to the collective as they release and let go. So what additional resources are available to the collective as they release and let go? It is the worst to do a reading in your throat. It's jacked up. You got the World card, Messenger of Earth. This is interesting. You got the Messenger and the Page. Just some information that's coming in, for sure. Some message. Eight of Air. in reverse, which is good. That means you're coming out of internal conflict. You got the world here. Okay, so this is about endings. This is about cycles ending. So it's saying the additional resources available to you as we release and let go. Okay, you have the world. The world card is about endings, completing cycles, letting things go, karmic cycles ending. Okay, this is what's going to benefit you. This is the resource that you have. Okay, meaning that once this cycle is closed, that's when all this abundance is going to come in. That's when you're going to see a change in your life. That's where your life is not going to be stagnant. Everything around you is going to be different. With this world card being here, meaning you have completed and ended a cycle in your life that was really hard, and now Spirit's going to come in and bless you. So yes, of course, this is what's available to you. Okay, you're releasing and you're letting go of the past. And listen to the question. The question is, what additional resources are available to you as you release and let go? And the world card is all about letting go, endings, ending cycles, closing out things in your life that have held you back for so long, closing out relationships that have held you back and are no longer in alignment with who you are now. Okay, this is all about going on a journey. Like after 21, you go back to 0, which is that full card, meaning you're freeing yourself. You're taking a leap of faith. You're beginning your journey. That's why you have the page here. The page is someone new, beginning a journey. It's like you giving birth to a new life, having a reset in life, a restart. So it's almost like you're a child again. You have that childlike mind, that childlike faith, that childlike fearlessness. You're starting all over again with this world card here. Okay, Spirit is giving you a start over, and you're like I said, you're like a young child learning and walking life, but this time with all the lessons that you learn, you're walking in it differently. Okay, because there's always lessons that are there's always cycles. You're always gonna be elevating from one level to. You never stop learning. Earth is a school. We never stop learning. As Earth is a school. We never stop learning. Exactly what this card says here. Okay? Now you're getting ready to go into a new level in your life where you're going to learn new things. You're going to move differently. And it's like I said, it's a reset. You're going to have a reset in your life where it's almost like being a child. And the best thing we could ever, I don't know, everybody always reminisces, oh man, when I was a kid and things were so good and this was so good and I had so much fun and I did this and I did that. Because you lived, you weren't conformed to society. You lived very freely. You lived worry free. You live your life, even if with all the commotion that sometimes could have been around us as a child. Okay, because I did speak of dysfunctional families. Despite all that, you still move freely. You still move carelessly. You still enjoy life and found happiness in the littlest things. Like you see kids, they sit there and they'll be playing with 2 rocks for 3 hours, and that makes them so happy. These 2 rocks. You understand what I'm saying? Like you appreciate everything, the small things in life. All right, well, this reading I have to end because my throat will not stop acting up. Let me see if I get any final thoughts out of this. So, full moon, cutting things out, feeling emotionally fulfilled, happiness, ending drama, healing, more enlightenment, meditating, finding peace. We're not blocking our abundance anymore. We're moving forward. I'm going to flip that upside. We're not blocking our abundance anymore. We're moving forward. We're moving fearlessly. We're not letting anybody get in our way. Let me get some water. Maybe that'll help. I just can't stand this shit. We are speaking our mind. I've never had such a throat blockage. Some of you got to say something. There's something that needs to be said out there. Maybe with this King of Swords energy, there's something that you have to say. Maybe to a loved one or someone you really love. But you need to say it. Definitely something with chakra blockage here. This is so annoying. Now I see what readers be talking about when they pick up on energies. It's like you got a lot of anger, a lot of something built up inside of you. And it's like, I feel like you'll feel so much better. Like you can go into that healing, like you can heal if you just say what it is you need to say without being afraid of losing something or someone. If they leave your life, that means they were not meant for your life. If they leave and they return and you find a resolution and common ground and find peace, then yes, there is a possibility that that can work out. But there's something you need to say or voice to someone or somebody. It don't have to be a relationship. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a child. Something that's causing havoc in your life around you. There's a lot of drama. It's something with a lot of drama around you. It's blocking your manifestation. It's blocking something that you've been trying to do. But I think with this full moon, you're gonna tell somebody something, and then you're gonna begin your new journey. There's a journey that you're gonna begin here, and you're gonna begin it, okay, with a very childlike mind. A child can manifest. They have strong manifestation. You know why? Because they don't hold on to any. They don't have any baggage they hold on to. They don't have any past pain and hurts they hold on to. They're still young. They're still growing. They're still learning. They haven't even got that far in life. Okay, this is where spirit wants us to get you, so that you can manifest. So you can be grateful for the small things, the rocks on the floor, the sticks. You know, kids, they go around, they play with sticks. You know, everything makes them happy. Attitude of gratitude. It's all about changing your mindset. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys have a nice weekend. I am so sorry for all my coughing, choking. But I gotta end this reading because I will not stop choking. But I hope you got a good message out of this. And have a nice weekend. Bye.